It is the middle of June, and this is how our garden is doing so far. And I'm about to leave for a week to go to Florida. So let's see if when I come back, how it looks. I'm kind of worried. Over here, we have cilantro, followed by some green beans. And then all of these are different types of tomato plants. So we've got a San Marzano here, which has a tomato. And then there's some husky red ones back there. Some supersonic big boy. And then these are cherry tomatoes that I actually got from the Dollar Tree. So these plants look very mature because they were from a garden center. They already came like sprouted, and then those were planted from the seed. Same thing for a couple other plants over here. Broccoli, these were all planted by me like 2 months ago, but it got cold, so they didn't do very well. Carrots, these may not survive. I did plant extra carrot seeds when I transferred them in here the other day, just to see if we can't salvage these, then there's fresh seeds in there as well. And then these are the transplanted tomatoes, which they're all pretty okay. I am concerned about this one, just a little bit, but it could be it's just gonna shed its old leaves and then sprout new ones. I've noticed when I repot things, sometimes it does that. Like the old plant dies, but there's new shoots that come right up. Over here, there is a sweet pepper plant, this one. And then we've got, I think this was eggplant, or is it zucchini? Yep, zucchini. So these are all peppers. And these were all grown. Well, okay, so these are all from the garden center. The ones on the end are from scratch, like they were Dollar Tree pepper seeds. You can tell because the actual garden ones have like, the official little sticker, and then the ones I planted, it just has it written there, whatever I put. There's a couple of these plants that are super young, and yet I can see a pepper, like this one, which I feel like I've watched something online where some gardener had said, like, cut those peppers off. Where's the other one? I just saw it this morning. I don't know where it went. I could have sworn there was like a couple of these. But anyway, they're really tiny. He's really tiny. I don't want to cut him off. It's my first pepper. But apparently that will help with the growth of the rest of them. And then over here, there is a broccoli plant randomly here because I had too many and I didn't know where to put it. So we'll see if that grows. Over here, these are going to start blooming really quick. We have eggplant and these two. All of these are pickling cucumbers, and there's actually some more over. No, actually, those I think are broccoli. So all of our pickling cucumbers, we have like almost a dozen, because this one is also a pickling cucumber. Really want to pickle this summer, or I guess this fall, right? We have peas, which are shooting up, and I'm pretty sure they're going to need a trellis. I have some like green onions, which actually they were called white onions. These are from a seed, right? Those onions are from a seed. And here are some more of my bell peppers that I grew from scratch. You see, bell pep. And then, yeah, there's a couple of broccolis over here that just kind of, again, I'm surprised at how many broccoli seeds had taken, and so I kind of spread them out. Over on this planter, I just planted the marigold seeds like 2 days ago. Marigolds are supposed to be good for keeping the bugs away from your veggies. We actually have, I bought some here, but somehow they ended up over here instead of near the veggies. And then apples. This was interesting, okay? That little guy is from an apple seed that I just tried to germinate for like a month in a plastic bag with a piece of wet paper towel, and it never germinated. There were 6 seeds, and then I just put them in the pot, and it ended up that one of them did sprout. So we'll see. It takes years to grow an apple tree, so I'm not expecting anything major. But finally, over here we have wildflowers, which again, those were from a seed. I just wanted to see what kind of flowers would bloom. 3 basil plants that have survived. There were 4. They all did not make it. And then poppy seeds, or poppy flowers. Just planted those 2 days ago, so they won't have anything coming out yet. And then, well, actually I can maybe see a tiny thing. Strawberries here. Now these are from strawberry tops that I just planted willy-nilly with no plan. Like I said, I'm just going to bury the strawberry tops and see what happens. This bed was dedicated to garlic that Mike had planted November of last year, because you're supposed to plant garlic the fall before you want it. But we got nothing from that garlic yield. I don't know if it was too shallow. I don't know if he used soil with too many nutrients. I don't know. I think he might have not covered it enough, and so the frost killed them off. Maybe doing it in here plus not enough coverage, it just got too cold. And then finally along the back wall, oh, did I already go over this? I might have already gone over this, but we have more broccoli. We have the potatoes, which I am starting to see, like you see that, that's a sprout. I just planted these last week, so the potatoes, you have to add dirt to them every, when you start seeing the sprouts, like you hill them, so you add additional dirt to protect them and to help them grow even bigger. And these have flaps. Isn't that neat? These have flaps that I can then like pull the potatoes out when they're ready to harvest. This is a basil plant that my father-in-law has had for a while, although it doesn't seem to be doing all that well, because it did better in the winter with the grow light inside, and I think transferring it a bunch outside kind of confused it. There is some garlic here that Mike planted just so he could have these garlic sprouts. I guess these will be kind of like green onions for him. Oh, that's a massive mosquito. Look at that. Whoa, dude. Good morning. Wow. Sorry, guys. This is on my iPhone, so it's not as stable as usual. Another broccoli plant here. And then we have cilantro. Again, some of the cilantro is doing better than the rest. I think I planted it too shallow. Originally, I planted it over in that container. And it had like all these like exposed roots like this. You could see the whole curving root. And so I'm assuming I didn't bury them deep enough, or I didn't give them a deep enough pot. So I transferred them here. Hopefully it'll help. And then our last broccoli plant. So yeah, we have a pretty crazy garden. And again, it is June 15th, so dead in the middle of June. And I just wanted to check in and show you everything we got going on. My father-in-law installed all the planters with my husband. They put some wood chips and filling in the bottom, so it's not all soil. But then he put a couple different types of soil, and they seem to be doing all right. I am, hoping for the best, expecting the worst, because I know how gardening can be. One day can wipe out everything. And I'm a little nervous, right, Loki? Say, I'm going to Florida for a week. Why do you have a leaf on you, dude? He's walking away. He wants to keep it, apparently. But yeah, we'll see how it goes with me being gone for a week. Mike, my husband, said, I am fine with watering everything. I'm just worried about having to trim anything. And I said, I think 1 week without trimming will be okay. Oh, hello. Okay, well, now my shirt's dirty. Did you want to be on camera? Say good morning? Or you just want attention? Okay, all right, I gotta go. She wants attention. Okay, bye, guys.